Hello, and thank you so much for volunteering with Seasons Village. Today, we will be going over the training manual, Building Strong Relationships with Seasons Village. What does it mean to become a volunteer with us? First, we're going to talk about our mission and vision. Then we're going to introduce the team. We're going to talk about why you should volunteer with the Pathways to Prosperity program, what that curriculum looks like, what different volunteer roles and requirements we have, and different ethics and boundaries in coaching and in our other volunteer roles. Since this isn't a live training, we won't have a Q&A section, but please feel free to email us any questions you have and we'd be happy to answer them. So, welcome to the Village. We are thrilled to introduce you to the Pathways to Prosperity volunteer program, where you'll have the unique opportunity to play a pivotal role in empowering single mothers who courageously pursue post-secondary education. As a volunteer mentor, your guidance will be essential in helping these mothers balance the demands of their academic pursuits while managing family and personal responsibilities. Your support will make a real difference in their lives as you provide encouragement, practical advice, and resources to help them succeed in their studies and roles as parents. This volunteer manual outlines the key steps and strategies for mentoring these inspiring individuals effectively, ensuring they stay on the path towards achieving their goals. So, who are we? Seasons Village. Here are our values. Our first is respect. We hold in high esteem the dignity and worth of all individuals, interwoven in all aspects of our organization. Wellness. We believe in cultivating resiliency through a holistic approach that focuses on healthy minds, healthy relationships, physical wellness, and spiritual growth. Growth. We invest each individual and provide opportunities for transformative growth toward economic stability and overall family wellness. Connectedness. We believe in developing mutually beneficial partnerships that lead to meaningful connections. Stewardship. We value the investment that our community has placed in us and believe in extending everything that we do back into this community. And finally, equity and advocacy. We value understanding and directly addressing the ways in which gender and racial inequities have exposed single mothers to undue disparities. We utilize our networks for tangible progress towards change. This is our team. First, we have Kimberly Winborn, our Executive Director, Kimberly McGee, our Program Director, Sydney Guzman, our Youth Services Director, and J. Dwayne Garnett, our Program Design Manager. Who we are together, Seasons Village. Here are our founders here, Melanie Crockett and Kim Shirley. Our mission is Seasons Village partners with single mothers and their children to foster a strong foundation for intergenerational prosperity. Our vision is to build a more promising future for single mothers and their children to break the cycle of poverty. Seasons Village creates pathways out of poverty for the lowest income residents and works to do our part in breaking the cycle of intergenerational poverty. Partnering with existing leadership in the community, nonprofits, churches, and schools, Seasons Village raises awareness on the issues low-resource single mothers and their families face, and partners with the broader community to equip these women to lead from a place of strength. Investments in the post-secondary success of single mothers not only individually opens opportunities for higher-paying jobs, economic security, and family stability, but also promotes leaders in the community across generations. So why volunteer with Pathways to Prosperity? So these are some of the benefits as volunteering as one of our coaches or mentors to single mothers. So the first is to empower single mothers. Your mentorship provides vital support, helping single mothers navigate the challenges of college while caring for their families. You can foster personal growth, guide and inspire these individuals as they work towards building a better future for themselves and their children. Build lasting connections, form meaningful relationships with single mothers who are determined to succeed, offering them the support and encouragement they need. Create lasting impact. Your role as a mentor will help ensure that these mothers have the tools, confidence, and balance needed to thrive both academically and personally, and to give back to your community. Volunteering in this program allows you to make a real difference in the lives of others while also contributing to a stronger, more educated community. So this is our curriculum review for Pathways to Prosperities. This Pathway to Prosperity program is the one that our mother scholars go through and the one that our volunteer coaches and mentors will help them with. We will talk more about other ways we can volunteer, like the children's program or event help, in a couple slides. But for now, let's go over the Pathways to Prosperity program, which provides single mothers and their children deep and intentional support over 30 months to create the foundation for intergenerational prosperity. Participants will complete a multi-phase program focusing on the 3 A's: acclimate, accelerate, and ascend. Coaches will partner with a participant to assist with guidance and support through each phase. So the first phase is 16 weeks and it's acclimate. During this time, participants become accustomed to the new ways of operating pre-college, prompted by our Designing Your Pathway curriculum. The second phase is 12 months, accelerate. Participants will begin to accrue credit hours or continue their post-secondary or certification coursework. The third phase also lasts for a year and is called Ascend. At the end of this phase, participants will continue to accrue credit hours and/or graduate with a degree or complete other post-secondary credentials. So, Seasons Village volunteer roles and requirements. Here is a detailed list of volunteer opportunities for Seasons Village, including qualifications and responsibilities. Volunteers working directly with the children must undergo mandatory background checks for safety and compliance. So our first volunteer role besides our coaches is child service volunteers. So this role is to provide childcare and activities for children while parents participate in program activities. Supervise children. So some of the responsibilities are to supervise children and lead age-appropriate activities, maintain a safe and engaging environment, coordinate with staff to align childcare with event schedules. Please keep in mind that unlike our coaches program that requires a long-term commitment, child service volunteers can drop in as many or as few times as they'd like. And those are during our weekly or bi-weekly Thursday program nights. Some of the requirements for child service volunteers are experience working with children, which is preferred but not required, creativity, patience, and good communication skills. CPR and first aid certification is also preferred but not required, and a background check is mandatory. You can assist with different age groups, 0 to 2, 3 to 5, 6 to 11, 12 to 17, and we're also looking for tutors to help with school-related guidance or personal growth projects. Meal support volunteers. Again, this is another one-off volunteer opportunity with not a lot of time commitment. So your role is to provide meals, snacks, or refreshments for program participants and families during workshops, events, or program nights. Responsibilities are to prepare, deliver, or serve meals to participants, coordinate meal schedule with staff to meet dietary needs, ensure meals are safely prepared and stored, and assist with setup or cleanup of dining areas. The requirements are experience in food preparation, catering, or meal distribution is preferred, the ability to accommodate dietary restrictions and allergies, a food handling certification is preferred but not required, and a background check is required if you'll be working or interacting with the families. Event volunteers, again, another great opportunity for a small time commitment volunteer role. Their role is to support fundraising events, community gatherings, or program events through planning or on-site coordination. So these are things like assist with setup, registration, and breakdown, manage raffle prizes, giveaways, and vendor coordination, promote events via social media, and engage attendees. Requirements are strong organizational and communication skills, the ability to work in fast-paced environments, friendly and energetic personalities, and again, a background check is required if we're interacting with families. Coaches. The role is to provide mentorship and guidance to participants, such as single and teenage mothers, in areas like personal development, education, and career. So some responsibilities are develop individualized coaching plans, offer academic, career, and life skill counseling, track participants' progress, and provide ongoing support. And requirements are experience in mentoring, coaching, or education skills, excellent communication and interpersonal skills, background in social work, education, or community outreach is preferred, and a background check is required. Our final volunteer opportunity is for a facilitator. Their role is to lead workshop, classes, or discussions on topics such as financial literacy, parenting, and trauma recovery. Their responsibilities are to plan and conduct interactive sessions for participants, align content with Seasons Village program goals, foster an inclusive and supportive learning environment. And their requirements are strong facilitation and presentation skills, expertise in their relevant fields that they're presenting on, such as finance, parenting, or mental health. Prior group facilitation experience is preferred, and a background check is required. Here are some more general volunteer requirements. So again, a background check is mandatory for all volunteers interacting with families and children. The training video, which you're watching right now, to learn more about Seasons Village mission and procedures. Commitments. Volunteers must commit to a minimum number of monthly hours depending on their role. So again, this is mostly just for our coaches. Things like child service volunteers, event volunteers, or meal planning volunteers, and facilitators can be done on without a long time commitment. Training. Specialized training will be provided for specific roles as needed. Dress code. Casual to business casual. Jeans and a shirt is fine. It just needs to be age appropriate. No sweatpants. Leggings are okay as long as they're appropriate. And children's program volunteers may dress more comfortably to meet the active needs of the program. So, these are our program night expectations. We meet every other Thursday night at Macedonia New Life Church. You can arrive around 5:45 to set up your classroom or to find someone to learn about what your volunteer roles will be for that night. From 6 to 6:30, you can join us for dinner. And then from 6:30 to 8 p.m., you can either work with the kids or work with the parents, depending on what your volunteer role is. At the end of the night, check in with Kimberly, McGee, or Johanna to go over the night. Let us know if you have any questions or concerns/areas for improvement, and let us know that you're leaving. So now we're going to talk about some ethical guidelines and boundaries to assure that volunteers maintain professionalism, integrity, and respect while engaging with participants, families, staff, and fellow volunteers at Seasons Village. Professional boundaries. Volunteers must maintain professional boundaries with participants and avoid becoming personally involved in their lives. Physical affection, for example, hugs, should be appropriate and only given if initiated by the participant and deemed appropriate by program guidelines. Avoid offering personal favors, financial assistance, or gifts beyond what is provided within the structured program. So, for example, if a participant asks for financial help, please refer them to the staff instead of offering them money directly. Confidentiality. Volunteers must respect the privacy of participants and families by keeping all personal information confidential. Discussions about participants or program-related issues should be conducted only with authorized staff, and any written or verbal communication containing sensitive information must remain within Seasons Village secure communication channels. So do not share participants' names, personal struggles, or private information on social media or with other individuals outside the program. Respect and dignity. Volunteers must treat participants, families, staff, and fellow volunteers with respect and dignity, regardless of their background, beliefs, or circumstances. Volunteers must embrace Seasons Village inclusion, empathy, and diversity values, and volunteers must always use respectful language, avoiding discriminatory, offensive, or judgmental comments. No dual relationships or conflict of interest. Avoid engaging in dual relationships that may create conflicts of interest or compromise professional boundaries, such as becoming friends, dating, or doing business with participants. If a potential conflict arises, volunteers should report it to the program director immediately. If a volunteer has a pre-existing relationship with a participant, this should be disclosed to the Seasons Village staff. Clear communication. Volunteers must maintain open and honest communication with Seasons Village staff and participants. Avoid making promises you cannot keep, such as guaranteeing outcomes or services beyond what the program provides. Use positive, solution-oriented language when interacting with participants and families. Mandatory reporting. Volunteers are mandated reporters if they suspect or witness abuse, neglect, or endangerment of any participant or child. Any concerns must be reported immediately to the designated Seasons Village staff or program director. If a participant shares information about domestic violence or child abuse, the volunteer must report it to the appropriate staff rather than handling it alone. Thank you all so much for taking the time to watch our volunteer training manual. We are so excited to have you on board as a part of the Seasons Village family. Remember, if you have any questions, feel free to email us, and we look forward to seeing you next Thursday. Thanks.